My God, my anxiety is off the roof. But before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my Twitter or Instagram at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this video will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 61 of Love Shuttle. This chapter will be the finale of season 2. We would have to wait a couple more weeks before season 3 comes out, and so what have we learned these past 2 seasons? And put aside all the sex. Nothing, really. We haven't learned anything in this past 2 seasons. Anyway, this chapter starts with Taehan not knowing that he knotted Doyun during his wrath a couple of weeks ago. When he found out, Taehan was really scared that Doyun might be pregnant. So he took Doyun to the hospital, acting awkward the whole ride in the bus. This whole chapter was so awkward, but the main highlight for me was the chibi characters is all I needed to survive this chapter. The cute, scared Taehan and the confused Doyun is the most adorable thing that came out of this chapter. We also later found out that Doyun is not pregnant, and they think, and when I say they, it's the doctor and probably Doyun's brother Dojun. And they think that it's all because of the weird situation of Doyun's omega genes or hormones. But we kind of guessed this already, that Doyun was always a little bit weird. And we got a little bit of an insight from someone that loves Doyun very much, that even though Doyun is acting all, childish and giddy and a little bit unaware of their situation, Dojun said that maybe this is his way of, masking, or maybe he's just not realizing that, he might not have a baby, or he's gonna have a hard time having a baby. And, Dojun was thinking that maybe this thought might make Doyun sad. But we don't really see Doyun sad in this chapter, so maybe in the next season we'll see the real effects of this news to Doyun. And later on, we see Taehan reaching out for Doyun's hand while they were in the bus stop, and we see Taehan is sad. So Doyun tries to cheer him up by teasing him about pregnancy and marriage, and we'd end up with Taehan's shock face. So what would happen in the next chapter? Will they get married? We don't know. We have to find out. We have to wait. But, I'm a little bit concerned about Taehan's expression at the end panels of this chapter. I'm so confused because I don't know what to make of that face. But don't get me wrong, I'm so glad that the author didn't end this season with a pregnancy. As for Taehan, I think he just had, a shit just got real moment at this chapter. We don't know if he's disappointed or relieved. It's hard to say, but reality just came crashing down on him, and he's trying to process it all. This mirrors many real female, relationships out there when a woman gets pregnant or there is a pregnancy scare, and most couples don't get the, you know, the reaction that they're expecting, or that they don't understand what's exactly going through their partner's head. And that's what I got from Doyun by the things that he kept throwing to Taehan. He's trying to see how Taehan feels about this whole pregnancy scare. And people can take a real life lesson at this. It's all fun and games while lusting and having sex all the time until that oops, I might be pregnant situation happens, right? And I wonder how many men stayed with women whom they had no plans on fully committing to, only because they thought it was the right thing to do. And this is the recipe for a dysfunctional family. So we don't know if this might be what's going on in Taehan's head. This is just one of many theories out there for me. And I was also advocating in the previous chapter that I don't really think it's a good idea for them to have kids anyway, because they just started dating, right? They're still developing their relationship. And I kind of understand why everyone might be confused on how this is going to unfold. But I think Taehan's reaction could mean a lot of things. Maybe he's scared of marriage, he might be scared of a kid, maybe he feels like it's too early for them, maybe he thinks that he doesn't want to make a mistake by starting a family when he's not ready. There could be a million of things going on in his head, and we just have to wait until the next chapter to find out. But let's be realistic that I think this is a very it's a very correct reaction, because would you not be awkward towards the person that you just started to like, you just started dating, and you might just gotten pregnant? I think most likely most people would leave. But this comic is a little centered around a little bit more realistic side, even though everything else is unrealistic. And in all honesty, that's one of the things that I really love about this comic right now. So let's just go with the pace and let's wait and see and hope this incident brings them closer. They don't need to have a baby right now. The baby can come later when they've developed a more deep feeling for one another. But man, I'm so surprised Doyun's way of thinking, from marriage, nothing, mating, marking, and then now babies. So I understand why a lot of people are very worried about Taehan's silence. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Does he want a baby? Marriage? Is he scared to mark him? Like, what the hell is going on? So it's a very... Now I'm starting to feel like the vibes are so awkward. And I'm a little bit scared, but I'm also excited. But the thing is, I'm also weird like that. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me. I'd love to hear back from you. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time when season 3 is out. Happy New Year, guys!